Putting that fence up makes the garden look smaller. But it does keep the ducks in. Gotta do what you gotta do. That little tree makes a big difference. Japanese maple. This is last year's sucker from the almond bush. So it disrupts in the first year, but the second year they'll bloom. And I just planted one. Lots of veggies have gone in. And lots of hibiscus have gone in and are still going in. I've been moving my garden extra stuff that I can't get rid of yet back here. Or maybe I haven't made up my mind yet. I know I need to let some of these forsythias go. I have last year's propagation still in pots that need to go in different pots, and then they're ready. Maybe I can do that today. Bamboo's this year's propagation, so I won't be doing anything with it this year. But I did put some in the yard. I have one in this windmill garden. Grapes budding out. Apple trees blooming. This is a seeded tropical hibiscus. No, not tropical. Cold hardy Rose of Sharon hibiscus. I have a bunch of tropical that I have in the house that I seeded, but this one's hardy. This one bloomed late in the fall, just before winter, and then the blooms as they were opening got hit with a hard frost. So I'm guessing, I'm pretty sure, high percentile that these will bloom this year. They're 3. They grow about a foot or 2 a year. Tropical hibiscus. Seeded, oh my goodness, 4 or 5 years ago. From seeds from my mother plant. So I have a bunch of tropical hibiscus, but it's not warm enough to put them out. And they might bloom this year. They have not bloomed yet. Mother plant. Blooms a lot in the house in the winter. I haven't put this one in the ground yet, but I'm still placing them. I want the hibiscus everywhere in the summer, late summer, late summer they bloom. I need to place one over here, and I want to add some evergreen interest. I don't know when, but there's room here for a hibiscus. And this one, I'll just keep moving it around in its pot for a while until it finds a home. Clean up these rocks. Rose of Sharon. I think I'm going to keep them in a pot this year because I like the pots. This hibiscus is going to float around in a pot until I figure out where I want it. Got berries on this side, so I don't want it too close to the berries. Rick is partial to where he put the light, so I have to be careful of the lights. So maybe it's in the spot where it goes. These English daisies are coming up. Last night was the 37-degree night. When I edit the video, I don't know if I'm going to put them in order. Absolutely love this bleeding heart. I have 3 bleeding hearts in here. You know, triangle-y. And Columbine did well in here, so I put 2 more in here, and those are triangled. I'm adding bulbs. I have to redo this one. I'm adding all the little short bulbs that aren't really showing up in the garden in this garden, because they will show up in this one. There's another Rose of Sharon. And a sucker from the almond bush, which won't bloom this year, but will next. A tall one. Let's give you a nice tall one. That looked good there. Bleeding hearts. I moved this one a little bit away. They were too close together. Sometimes they get munched down to nothing, or one of them will get munched down to nothing and then come back later. We trenched through here to run a power line all the way to the back. These are strawberry hydrangea propagations, and there's a little evergreen coming up in the pot, which happens a lot around here. And I do pot them up and grow them on a lot. They're around the yard in pots. So it looks like 2. We'll see when I pull it apart. It might be 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 2. I'm going to put those in the yard. I'm not going to sell them. So I'll stick them just behind the lights. And the lights can be moved forward a little bit if I need to. I'll probably have to move it anyway to get it in the ground. I'm putting last year's celery in the ground. I wintered it and harvested off of it. And now it needs to go in the ground. So there's one more thing in the ground that I don't have to worry about. So it takes a couple years for celery to bloom, and it's really pretty. It will bolt, it will go to seed, and it will still continue to have new growth that I can harvest off of. Stretching out the soaker hose. I finally got that big pile of dirt raked into the low spots. Stretch out the soaker hose on the side. Helps with planting if I have the hose where I want it to go. These are called half longs. It's gonna rain. I didn't water underneath it, but I probably should when I get the hose out. These are organic yellow. They're a versatile potato. They got a thin skin. So if you make mashed potatoes with one of these potatoes, you don't have to peel it. Like with red skins, they got a thin skin, so you can make mashed potatoes without peeling it. These aren't as well along as they are in normal years. You can see the eyes. I don't want to wait any longer. One of them had eyes. One of them came from, an older bag. This year I didn't make quite an effort to start them early enough. Life, every year it's something. It's like I can't do everything, but it's okay. Doesn't really need to be an issue. The important things I do first, that's when I'm starting my work, it's always I start with food and graduate to flowers. Because the food needs to be in. And what I don't get to, that's okay. I can only do so much. And I have to take care of myself. I think that's important for everybody, all right? And weather, oh my goodness, the weather, right? You have all these great plans and then the weather turns bad and you can't do anything. I have a 37-degree night coming up, so I know to be careful what's going in. I loosened up the dirt prior to this. I'm not planting them very deep, but I'll probably mound them when they start coming up. I'll have to mound them because they're shallow. Where'd the other stick go? Wonky row. Good enough. So what do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of them are doubled, the ones I started with. I've never bought seed potatoes. I usually do my own. But if I find a good seed potato while I'm out and about, I might do another row. A big row. But at least I have some potatoes. Maybe I could do a later planting. That makes sense. Start some more seed potatoes and start them later. Yeah, something like that. snow peas. The toilet paper roll is to protect them from the mice. It works with like little half-gallon plastic containers, because they'll usually start eating them from the bottom, even if they've grown and they're doing well and they've got a nice vine going. They'll chop them off at the bottom, which, you know, there goes the plant. It doesn't come back past that. So I'm trying it. We'll see. Cabbage. It's the only thing in this area that's ready to go. And I bought some, oh, what is this? It's the one that didn't take in the milk jug. Tag. Cauliflower. So in order to plant here, I have to dig up flowers that have reseeded. So I dug up two. I dug a big chunk of Shasta daisies and coneflowers, which I have so many of. It's like almost not even worth. I fed a couple to the chickens. So I'm going to break this one in half because I do have a spot for it over here. I don't think they came up. I see coneflowers, but I don't see daisies. Daisies have been an issue here lately. Rick bought me a new tool when we were out shopping spree. But I've seen that other people using this Hoya on YouTube, of course. And I really liked it, and I wanted it for a while. So usually I just take a shovel and break these in half. But this tool is really cool. I'm clustering plants together, permaculture style. So there's going to be a tomato, probably, unless I change my mind. Tomato cages are somewhat where I want them. Cauliflower and cabbage. Cabbage got uprooted from the milk jug, so they're a little wilty. Still playing with the soaker hoses as I go. Parsley. I had to do a lot of clearing to get that right for planting. Took a bit. Took some energy. Parsley, cauliflower, spinach. Later will be tomato. Peppers. I want to squeeze in peppers. I seen a bean coming up. There we go. Gotta remember the camera lens is on the corner of the phone, so sometimes when I'm centering it, I'm not centering it right. Seeing some sweet peas coming up on this side too. Where did it go? There it is. So a couple of my peas and beans are coming up. Beets. Leftover spinach from the greenhouse. The wintered cold crops were really failing towards the end. Captivity in the greenhouse. It was getting too hot in there. Everything was looking yuck. Oh, I put a cabbage in over here. You know what? These are bolting. This is last year's cold crop. Thought it was cabbage, but it must be broccoli. Interesting. So let's see what it does. I seen it had new growth on it, so I didn't pull it up. I left it. So that's a pretty good start for April. What's not in the ground just needs to put on some size before I put it in the ground. The yard critters are less likely to eat it if it's a larger specimen sprout. So into May I'll start doing probably tomatoes and peppers. I just yesterday planted my squash. My onions aren't doing well, but I can always buy them in. I really want to seed up my own onions. I want to seed my own everything, honestly. So I'll just keep trying. It's worth it. Got to exercise those gardening muscles and get better at it. Every little thing. This is Robin, Garden Extra. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.